Hi, my name is Mark. Welcome to my first ever YouTube video. So this is it, the Triumph Tiger 1050 Special Edition. The main difference between the Special Edition and the standard Tigers is basically the colour. This is the black and grey, like a sort of a graphite. It's a matte black, slightly different to the standard colours you can get the bike in. The other accessories that are included on the Special Edition are these panniers, both on the side, and also the shields for the grips. And the bike also comes with ABS. If you're looking to buy a Tiger or any other bike with ABS, you can tell just by looking at the brake discs. You should get a ABS ring and also an ABS sensor on both the wheels. If you're looking to buy a bike with ABS and it doesn't have those, the seller's probably trying to hoodwink you. On the rear you can see the ABS ring and again the ABS sensor there. That's what detects whether the wheel's locked up or not. And that's basically the main differences between the Special Edition and the regular Tiger. I've had this bike about 6 months now, and bought it directly from the dealership down in Doncaster. Overall quite impressed with the bike, but there are a few things that some people might want to modify when they buy it, or when they first come to live with it. They might realise that some things could be a little bit better. The first thing most people tend to complain about is the standard chain guard, which is much too short. I've replaced that with an aluminium version, which is a few inches longer. It's CNC machined, quite a nice piece of kit. I'll compare it to the standard one and just show you how much shorter the standard one really is. If you mount it with the holes, those are the two holes, and look at the rear, it's a good 2-3 inches shorter. Just way too short, and tends to flick up all the crap off the back chain all over the underside of the luggage, and also the back of the number plate. Some other modifications that I've done to this bike is the headlights. You can't tell when they're off, but I've converted the headlights to HID, or high intensity discharge. The standard low beam is okay, but the high beam is, in my opinion, bloody dangerous. Those are the I think 5300K bulb. Makes a lovely difference to the way the bike lights up the road, particularly on full beam. I've put LEDs in where the marker lights are as well, just in there, and also put them in on the tail light. There's like a 5-way, I don't know if you can see it, up in there, 5-way LED. Gives 360 degree lighting. So let's have a look what the bike looks like without the luggage. The luggage, incidentally, is removable with the standard ignition key. You can sometimes do it one-handed. I'll give it a try. Turn one way to open it. Quite a decent size. The top box is extra and unfortunately not included with the SE or Special Edition. Turn it the other way to unlock it. Give the handle a wee push and that should come straight off. I've also had the exhaust changed. Had the Triumph Arrow exhaust fitted as an option. I'll show you that in a minute. and see what the bike looks like without them fitted. Looks a little bit more naked without them. I think it looks better without the panniers. Another modification I've done, you've probably noticed, is the rear spools or the bobbins. I replaced the standard chain adjusters with some laser track units, and if you can see the brand on there, which incorporates some bobbins. There are some very fine markings in here for adjusting and aligning the rear wheel. I haven't seen too many of available on the net recently. I don't know if they've gone out of production or whether it was a limited batch. But that's one of the annoying things about the Tiger, is its swing arm isn't machined to receive spools or bobbins or cotton reels, whatever you want to call them. Also, another accessory I had fitted by Triumph when I picked up the bike is the heated grips. Work very well, operated off a switch here, 3-position. You have the boost, which is to get it up to temperature very quickly, and then you have the regular sort of heated grip once you've reached your normal temperature. I found they work very well, but the switch is a little bit awkward to operate when you're bouncing along on the road. Very difficult to tell whether you actually switched them off or whether it's on low or on boost, since it's a rocker and there's not much movement on there. Generally remembering that you've got gloves on it as well. On the instruments are quite good. Let's flick these on for you. You have your petrol gauge there, running on empty at the minute, your temperature gauge. Tends to run a little bit hot in traffic, and then the fan kicks in quite readily. Your mile per hour speedometer in kilometres, miles per hour, sorry, which is great. Digital readout, it's absolutely perfect. You can see exactly what speed you're doing, and just as you should always have is an analog rev counter. All pretty clear and easy to use. You've also got a computer which will flick between several modes. You've got your mileage, the amount of time running, your average speed, your fastest speed, I don't know how that happened or where even, and the time clock, and your MPG, which obviously it takes whilst you're running. The engine's off at the minute, so there's no reading. And your average miles per gallon, which isn't actually terrific on this bike, but I suppose it depends how you ride it. And the amount of mileage left until you run on empty, which is quite a useful feature. And your total mileage. Trip switch, just confirming the total mileage is the same. You've got one trip, your odometer, and a second trip. Bike's covered just over 3,000 miles, so it's nicely running at the minute. I'll start it up so you can hear what it sounds like. I can't rev it too much because the engine's cold. The exhaust, by the way, is the road legal version. They do a race version. Wanted to keep on the right side of the law. It's also had a ECU flash upgrade. You have to get it retuned when you get the exhaust, both the race version and the road legal one. To change the fuel injection mapping makes quite a big difference to the performance. It wheelies readily in first gear now, whereas before you had to give it a little bit of clutch slip. Overall, really impressed with the bike. There are a few shortfalls in the design, for example the chain guard, but I dare you to buy a brand new bike from anywhere and for it to be perfect out of the box. It's not a criticism of Triumph. The bike handles pretty well. I've heard a lot of criticism about the rear shock on these, but to be fair, I haven't had any problem at all with it. I've had one guy on the back. I'm 13 stone 10 pounds. My mate is 13.5 stone, and we've had luggage. No problem at all with it on bumpy roads. The kind of people, from what I've heard, that have had trouble with it have been generally quite a bit heavier, maybe in the 19 stone category, and their pillion, maybe just a little bit lighter. So I think the issue is more one of the total weight and whether it's reasonable to expect a bike to be able to carry 36 to 38 stone plus luggage. I don't think the bike was designed for that personally myself, and maybe the rider should look at losing a bit of weight, I don't know. But anyway, there it is, 2010, registered in May, Triumph Tiger, special edition. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.